Hello and welcome to the channel. I have remained undecided on the actual name of what I want this to be, but stay tuned because it's going to be a good time. My name is Deanna, and come along with me this weekend while I hang out in this hotel. I will continue to give updates about the books, where I'm at, and if I'm able to check any of these books off my list. I am excited to see what comes of this. So the book that I finished yesterday, which I've been trying to finish for like a month and a half now, I finished yesterday, which was very nice to be able to finally finish. It was called Building, and that one was a really hard book for me. I would probably give it a rating between 3 and 3.5 stars, mostly because the details that he would leave about the stories were a lot shorter than I wanted within each story, but the details that he would give outside of the stories seemed almost arbitrary and not important to the way the rest of the book continued. So it was really hard for me to get through, but I got through it. Now I can move on to some of these other books that I have started that I haven't been able to maybe get through as much as I've wanted to get through. So I'm really excited to start those and to, I guess, make some progress on my list of to-be-read books, because it continues to grow and I need to continue to chip it down and chip away at it. So wish me luck, and welcome to day 2 of me trying to spend a weekend reading while I'm hanging out in a hotel. I was able to finish one of my books that I was trying to finish yesterday. I have had less time this weekend to spend reading than I thought I would, so that's been a bummer and disappointing, but I'm hoping to get farther in one of my books today, along with finishing another book. And this year I've been trying to challenge myself to read more educational books and more books outside of my comfort zone. But anyway, so it's made reading be a little bit longer because I can only take those books in smaller doses. So I'm hoping to find some romance books or fantasy books or other books to kind of fit in between these more serious self-help educational books, so that way I can kind of have a reset into things between each more serious book, so that it's almost like a palate cleanser. So here we go. Welcome. So the second book that was read this weekend was The Pivot Year by Brianna Weist. I actually don't know if that's how you say her last name, but that's how we're going to say it for the purpose of this video. But it was another book that was on my Kindle. But you're supposed to read like one chapter for every day of the year. And it's supposed to be a small uplifting message to kind of help keep you motivated throughout the day, throughout the year, and just to help keep things into perspective. I did like the way that I read it, though, just all at once, because I do think there is something to say about being able to read it all and then go back to the sections that touched you maybe a little bit more than other sections, and to just continually be able to reflect. So I would probably give it a 4.5, and I've been able to catch up to my reading goal that I've set for myself for the year. I was a little bit behind on books read, so now I'm fully caught up to being on track to finish 25 books by the end of the year. I figure keep it small. until I figure out kind of my system.